What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Sunday to everybody. My voice might be a little bit scratchy today. Apologies in advance. I was at the Kempire show on Friday night, and I was in the crowd. I was getting a little bit loud, and I feel like that has affected my voice. So I might be a little bit more soft spoken than what you guys are used to. But I did say that I was going to come in here and cover the New York finale. And I did watch the finale maybe last week, Wednesday, I want to say. And I had a lot of thoughts and opinions and a lot of anger, a lot of rage. I was very triggered watching this. And then I went back to watch Real Housewives of New York from where I left off, from the last review that I did. I see y'all coming in the room. I'm going to go through the comments and say hello to everybody. But I did go back to watch for further context. And can I be so honest with y'all? The closer I got to the finale, even though I already watched the finale, I could feel like my anxiety a lot of the times it'll show up in my chest. And I started feeling that tightness again in my chest. And I'm just like, I don't like this. It's on my TV right now. And I couldn't bring myself to rewatch the exact scenario. It's too much. It's too much. Like, we have to call things for what they are. It's colorism, y'all. Like, anyway, y'all, before we fully get into it, I'm going to get into my notes and everything. I'm a little bit stressed out. I want to be like doing other content. I want to be doing other things. I went to the beauty supply store. I got some hair. I want to make a wig. I felt like making a wig. Okay. Like, I could be doing some other shit. I could be working out. Hit the like button for me, y'all. We're gonna have a quick chat. But oh man, y'all, this shit blew me. Let me go through and say hi to my people real quick. Hey, y'all. Irene, I see you. Tia Lenise, Matt Tosh, Hot Commodity, Annie W, Ariel. Thank y'all so much for coming through. What's up, y'all? I'm still debating if I should go back and finish New York, but everything I'm hearing tells me don't. I don't feel like it's necessary. Unless you want to be stressed out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what your threshold is, but I couldn't even bring myself to rewatch to take a proper note. I just had to go off of, you guys know, I'm always talking about my best friend, but I have a lot of these conversations with her, and I filter a lot of my thoughts through her. So whenever there's something going on, I'm always down in the voice memos and her voice notes, like, girl, da 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 da, because you know she has 3 kids. She has 2 small babies, so a lot of times I'll watch stuff first. She doesn't mind spoilers, so I'll give her the spoiler. I'm like, girl, you need to watch New York because da 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 da, and I'll give her the rundown, and then we'll circle back later and gossip about it. But I was telling her I just felt so tight in my chest. But I did make a promise to a lot of people that I would come down here and talk about it. I think there are some things that I haven't seen discussed, and that's the reason that I'm up here right now. Otherwise, y'all know I'm good for I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Ariel said, make the wig, girl. Exactly. Listen. I'm about to get up here and make my wig, honey. Like, y'all know I'm very crafty. I have my hobbies. I be doing my thing on the weekend. I was running around this weekend too. Oh my God, I have some tea from the Kempire show that I have to give y'all tomorrow. I felt like it would just be better to give the Kempire show tea because it's Potomac related. Stacy Rush. Stacy was there. from Housewives. I had a conversation with her, and then there was like there was a listener question segment. I went up there and spoke. It started off as a comment, and then it went a little bit off the rails because I started to drag TJ a little bit, and I don't think that Stacey liked that. And I get that, you know, people don't like people talking about their man or whatever like that, but it's like, girl, you brought this man up here. So I'm just making a commentary on what I see. But anyway, let me just stick to the topic at hand, child. Oh, let me see what y'all saying in here before I fully get into it. Kid Creddy, what's up, baby? Happy Sunday. Jameer, what's up? What's going on, y'all? I'm from New York City, and I will agree it will piss you off big time. What was I saying? I was rambling, child. I hate that they showed it, but it needed to be shown because this is how it really be, and then people act like we lie about it. Yeah. I get rage hearing this dynamic. Like, Brynn did what? She's gotten worse. Come in the room, y'all. Come in the room. All right. Let me just go through this really quick, y'all, because I'm disappointed in the cast. I'm disappointed in production. I'm disappointed in the viewers as well. I have some hot takes, y'all. That's the only reason that I am up here right now, is because I have some hot takes and I have some points to make that I haven't seen being made, or maybe they have been made and I just haven't seen them. Okay. Where do we start? Okay. I'm just going to go off the assumption that you all have seen the finale. If you haven't, there is an issue between Uba and Brynn the biracial, okay, who, y'all, in this episode, she and Uba get into it about, I can't even remember what. Uba takes a dig at Brynn, saying, we don't even know what you do for work. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she implied that she sleeps around for money. Okay? I say, fair point, Uba. Can I say another thing? Brynn walks around this show. She walks around, period, with this air of sexual aggression. Okay? Let's put it like that. I have heard, and I'm guilty of this myself, Brynn being called a sex kitten. Every time I turn around, Brynn has her legs sprawled out. She's sprawled out on the beach in front of the lifeguard, who is a minor, by the way. He was 16 years old. So that's predatory behavior. She's flirting with the Mexican man down to the furniture store. She's flirting with any penis with a pulse. She is putting her face in Jenna's chest. She is sexually aggressive around all of the women. If any of these women wanted to go to HR right now, they very well could. Just because you're on TV doesn't mean you're not at work. So all of a sudden, it's woe is me. She's a victim because Uba called you out for the escort that you're acting like. Can we talk about how it could be colorism is the reason that Brynn is being called a sex kitten versus a skeezer and a whore and a hoe? Why did she get the title of sex kitten versus a whore? You joke about having an OnlyFans at every turn. You're spread eagle anytime I see you. But Uba says, we don't know what you do for a living, girl. You could be sleeping around for money. And, oh, my childhood trauma. She was R-worded. She says that she told Uba about this. Here's the thing, though, right? One has nothing to do with the other. That's my hot take. Let me shake the table up a little bit. I don't care if she did tell Uba. What if Uba actually did receive that she was our fine? Let's say that Uba did have this conversation with her. One has nothing to do with the other. There is no correlation here. And let's not act like Uba saying that was weaponizing the fact that this horrible thing happened to BRYNN. Let's stop acting like she's weaponizing that against her, because she's not. She's calling you out for your behavior. Period. My best friend pointed this out. Anytime somebody calls BRYNN out for her behavior, it's woe is me. It's childhood trauma, right? How is it that BRYNN has gotten to call Uba a grown toddler, and she's making fun of her accent, and no, and she's a baby, and oh, you need to learn how to speak with your words. And every time I turn around, BRYNN has this baby voice. Jenna, no sex if you don't, all of this shit. Can we call it out for the jealousy that it actually is? You're jealous of this woman. She has the life that you think that you are entitled to as a lighter woman, as a white passing woman. You see this dark-skinned black woman and you feel like she has the life that I want. I saw the episode where she asked Gideon, her ex-boyfriend, for his sperm, and how, you know, getting pregnant is not a linear process for her. I saw this lady, I wouldn't say, I don't like to say bullying when it's adults, but it was bully energy. Let's call it for what it is. Mistreating Rebecca, what's her name? Rebecca Minkoff, for no reason, right? There was this conversation about who gets the room in Puerto Rico. Rebecca doesn't want to share the room, but she's non-confrontational. And she's telling BRYNN, I have 4 kids. When you get children, you'll understand. BRYNN is like, oh, woe is me. She said the worst thing in the world to the lady. She's like, I'm busy. I have Russian billionaires calling my phone. Bitch, you live in a studio apartment in, where does she live in? I don't even remember where the hell BRYNN lives. But girl, you live in a tiny ass apartment, and you mean to tell me that it's all woe is me because she said that you don't have kids, and oh, you know, you should know better because I want to have kids and Uba wants to have kids. And she pointed to somebody else. And it's like, what do they have to do with anything? And then Rebecca later on apologized for it. And I was so pissed that she apologized. Stand on business with BRYNN. BRYNN treats people in a way that she feels like I can get away with this. And that's why she treats and talks to Rebecca the way that she does. That's why she treats Uba in the way that she does. Okay? We're not going to act like the reason that BRYNN gets away with being sexually aggressive and she's called a sex kitten versus a whore isn't that she's a biracial light-skinned woman. She even told Uba to stop acting like an angry black woman or else Oliver would leave her. The jealousy oozes out of her pores. She can't hide it. She wants Uba's life so bad, period. She lives in Gramercy Park. Thank you, Dream Clinton. Sorry, I know I'm all over the place right now, y'all. I'm going off the dome right now. I just have so many thoughts. Can I also say this? I feel like colorism is a big part of the reason why Raquel and who else was in the room when BRYNN was telling this lie? Jenna. Oh my God, y'all. Jenna especially. I didn't believe BRYNN when she said it. I really didn't. I didn't believe her when she said it. But the fact that all of these women automatically believed BRYNN, that is colorism. Y'all, all throughout this season, from what I have seen, from what I've caught up on, BRYNN has been caught in these little lies. She will take the story, take enough of the truth, and wedge a lie in there, right? When you wedge a lie in with everything else, It confuses people. It makes people question their reality. It makes people go, wait a minute, did I say that? Have y'all seen everybody questioning their reality throughout this season? And for Jenna to turn around and say, well, I want to believe Brynn because that's her truth. Jenna Lyons, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay? Raquel, you jumped up to believe Brynn too. Sai, I wanted to like you, but see, Sai did something this episode, in the second to last episode before the finale, that I said, really? Okay. So the situation in Puerto Rican where everybody's figuring out the rooms. Brynn was at the motherfucking helm of this chaos too, and nobody called that shit. Right? So Uba is a big woman. Uba's got to be at least 6 feet tall. Hello, 44 of you in the room with me right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit the like button for me, please. Help your girl out in the algorithm, okay? I'm taking time out of my Sunday to talk about this shit that I don't want to be talking about, because I want to be making a wig right now, but I made you guys a promise, and I typically do not like to, break my promises to you guys. So anyway, what was I saying? This situation where they're trying to pick the rooms, right? Before they got to the villa, okay? Everybody's trying to decide how they want to divvy up the rooms. Brynn, y'all, said out her own mouth, I will take the tiniest room if it means that I can have my own room. They get to the spot, everybody's running around scrambling, right? Uba is getting herself something to eat. Okay? She's getting herself something to eat. Brynn goes to take a look through the rooms. She sees the smallest room, decides that she doesn't want to go in there anymore. Before we got to the house, you already said you was taking the smallest room. So now Uba gets up, she's like, oh, I can't stay in here. I can't even fit in here. I wouldn't put bananas in that room. And I'm with her. Y'all know what Sai says? She's like, she's doing too much. She's being a diva. Why don't you take your ass in the room then, Sai? She eventually did it. But I'm like, how is a 6-foot woman being a diva when Brynn already said she was taking the smallest room? How is she now being a diva? See, like, y'all don't catch the things that people say. Not y'all. Not y'all. Y'all, I see so many people online saying, oh, Brynn, she's unhinged. She's deranged. She needs to see the lady. No, she doesn't need to see the lady. She needs to be institutionalized. She needs to get locked up. What would have happened if everybody just ran with this? Right? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's take it back to the episode for a second. She tells this lie. It occurs to everybody. It clicks. Oh, shit. She just lied to everybody like it was nothing. They try to play it off. They're like, all right, everybody, let's go to bed. And then they go and have their little whispers behind closed doors. Brynn thinks everybody's going to bed. She realizes they're not in bed. She feels guilt. She feels some type of way. She goes back into the room. She's like, hey, guys. Fucking unhinged. Lock her up. Okay? Here's the other thing. Woo! The next morning, she goes out on the couch. And she's sitting down with production on the couch like nothing happened. That was when I knew. I said, oh, y'all need to institutionalize her. It's not about the lady. It's not about she needs to see the lady. She needs to get locked up. Padded room. She was sitting on production talking about, what are we going to go do today? We're going to go horseback riding? Girl, what? The lie you told could have destroyed this woman. What if everybody took that and ran with it and believed it? Uba, because she's a Black woman and she knows what it's like living in her body. She's embodied the Black woman experience, unlike BRYNN, who last year at the reunion, if you go back and watch my last year's reunion coverage, the finale, and I think I did the reunion, you'll remember what I said about BRYNN and how she identifies, right? Because Andy was asking her, well, how do you identify? And she's like, I identify as a Black woman. I'm feeling it now. I said, oh, you're feeling it? You're feeling the Blackness. You're feeling it. Fill the glass to the top of my wet. Okay, she's feeling it, honey. Sure. It's a feeling. For a lot of us, it's not a feeling. It's a lived-in experience and reality. It's not an emotion that you can tap into. It's not. It's not that thing, BRYNN. BRYNN's entryway to Blackness was going to the salon down the street. She was raised by her white grandmammy in Indiana. So this informs how BRYNN thinks of Black people. She told Uba she doesn't want her to be received as aggressive to Oliver. You don't know what the fuck that man likes. You don't know that lady and her relationship with that man. I personally do not see Uba as an aggressive person. I don't, y'all. I don't. Let me see what y'all saying down in the comments real quick. Oh Lord, I done missed so much. Ariel said, and Gordon didn't even splash off in the cut for her. Tragic, because he knows that he does not want children with this deranged skeezer, with this deranged whore. Hello? Let me just go through my notes really quick. Oh, y'all, can I tell y'all the fucking kicker for me? Why can't a Black woman make money? Why can't a Black woman be successful? That came out of BRYNN's mouth, y'all. I said, whenever Uba was like, well, what do you do for money, girl? You selling pussy? You selling fish plates? She didn't say that exactly. Shout out to Rodney the Voice. A Black woman can't make money. All of a sudden you're Black? Baby, that little bit of kink in your edges is what you want to weaponize all of a sudden? Because somebody accused you of being a whore? Girl, please. Girl, please. I'm sorry I'm yelling, y'all. I get a little bit loud. I said, not she's a working Black woman. Ooh. Ooh, y'all, I can't. Let me go through my notes. How long I've been in here? 24 minutes, y'all. Listen. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, honey. We should be relaxing. Can we talk about something else? Before I get back into the notes? I'm talking to my best friend. She's watching Wags to Riches, and she's catching me up on what's going on. And, I was thinking about looking at it and reviewing it, and she's telling me what's happening. I said, fuck no. I'm not reviewing that shit. I'm not watching it. Right? Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You got Sherelle pretending that she's 37 years old, bitch. If Sherelle is 37, I'm really 37 in real life. I'll be 38 this year. If Sherelle is 37, I'm 18. What? So you got Sherelle up there talking to one of the darker women, Stony, talking about, oh, you're not a boss B. You're not a boss bitch because you didn't level up. Oh, all you got is a boutique. Oh, bitch, who the fuck are you? Oh, this woman is not on your level because she doesn't do capitalism in a way that is suitable to you. Then you got this fucking white clown, Yes Jules, this woman on here, and I'm seeing in the comments, I'm in neighborhood talk in the comments, and I see you coon ass bitches defending this white woman. I said, now what's going on here? Sight unseen, I'm not gonna defend a white woman. Because I already know she's on some fuck shit. I already knew she was on fuck shit before my best friend gave me the full rundown on what happened. So apparently, Yes Jules, who is accused of being a culture vulture, which we all know to be true, right? The bitch got cornrows in her head on this show, by the way. Anyway, some women are talking about her at the table over whatever. And she's like, I'm not a culture vulture. She's saying to another black woman, what do you do for the culture? And the woman apparently answered her, oh, I do real estate. It ain't even about that, bitch. I'm black. I am the culture. What the fuck are we saying here, y'all? I'm not watching any more shows with this whole, like, I'm tired of the colorism across franchises, across reality TV. My best friend made this point, and because I'm pointing out, like, it's a part of a bigger issue, right? Why is this going on across shows? Obviously, like, our network execs getting together and having these conversations, like, we know this is going to be great rage bait. Colorism is a hot topic right now. We know that black women are the #1 supporters and watchers of these shows. They get together down in these hashtags on social media. They make our shows pop, blah, blah, blah. Let's really push this. At some point, we have to say, fuck that. At some point, we have to draw the line somewhere. She even mentioned to me, which I forgot about, but I had been seeing Love and Hip Hop Miami, Amara La Negra, and some fucking clown is telling her, oh, you know, you're pressed because I'm light skinned. What? Have y'all seen Amara La Negra? She is gorgeous. She looks like a doll. She need to take that. Are those contacts? She need to take them contacts out here. But she's a gorgeous woman nonetheless. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Traitors? Fuck traitors. I'm not watching it. How is it that all of these black people have gotten voted off already? All of the black names are getting floated. Everybody black just about gone, except for this damn clown, Danielle. What are we watching? I'm not staying on here long, y'all. I'm not going to let BRYNN stress me out. Like I said, lock her up. Lock her up. Okay? Let me go through my my comments real quick. Back to Wags to Riches. Like I was saying, sight unseen, I wasn't going to defend no white bitch before I even knew what happened. But then to know what happened, and it's y'all black bitches in the comments defending her, let me tell y'all something. I want you niggas to start getting on code. Figure out what the fucking code is. I need you niggas to fucking tighten up. I need you niggas to tighten up, and I need you to lock the fuck in. Especially right the fuck now. Lock in, niggas. Really fucking tighten up. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of having these conversations. What are we defending? Not me. Y'all, not y'all. Okay? Y'all, I've been rambling to the point where the comments are so all over the place. I don't even know what's going on, honey. Christina, what's up, baby? I see you. Thank you so much for joining. I honestly think that BRYNN has played on Jenna so well, she doesn't even see how she's being manipulated. She has intentionally separated Jenna because she wants her validation the most. Just fucking sick. Sick. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about, Irene, before I started going off the deep end a little bit, because there's so many things going on in my mind, and it's like, oh, there's a thread here, and I start pulling on that, and I lose a thought. Anyway, I started to go down this thread. What if the women believed her? Okay. What would that have meant for Uba? What would that have meant? She's this horrible person. Oh, she's this scary black woman. She's how BRYNN is trying to paint her out to be. She's, she said this about, she knew this about me and I can't believe it. Like, what? What would this have meant for Uba? Possibly losing her job, possibly being ostracized and alienated and iced out by the rest of the group. You don't know who's watching these shows. She could have lost jobs, lost gigs, or whatever the case is off of this lie that BRYNN told. Excuse me. Girl named Christmas, what's up, baby? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate y'all. Listen, it's Sunday. I came in here yelling. I came in here loud. And it's 43 y'all still in the room with y'all. Oh, still in the room with me, excuse me. So I think that means y'all love me. 48 now. I appreciate y'all so much. But I'm just saying, like, you wanted to win. You wanted to win against Uba so bad. You wanted to win. You wanted to villainize this black woman. For what? Just because she called you out for the whore that you were acting like? Now all of a sudden, she knew that even if she did, baby, one don't got nothing to do with the other. And she could be sorry that happened to you and that you were R-worded and you're still acting like a whore. You act like an escort. You act like a skeezer. You act like a hoe. Hello? How does BRYNN get to be a sex kitten and then somebody else from, one of the darker franchises is a slut from the 90s? Well, BRYNN is a slut from the 2000s, from Y2K. Period. It just disgusted me how quickly everybody jumped to BRYNN's defense. And I was like, wait, guys, BRYNN has been lying throughout the whole season. And they have been calling her out for it. So what is different now? What's different now all of a sudden? Now all of a sudden, oh, I told her when I was hysterical and crying. I didn't even believe that. I did not believe that. The fact that she's doubled down in this Rolling Stone article, Erin doesn't even see it for her. I saw a clip of Jessel getting her ass together for the reunion. I don't know if I'm going to cover the reunion. I really don't know if I have it in me. I told y'all already I'm stressed out, okay? I'm stressed. I'm anxious, okay? I'm off my meds. I was taking some anxiety meds for a little while, but the shit was making me too drowsy. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Until then, I ain't doing it. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me see what y'all saying. Hi, Noah. Hi, babe. This is my friend that I love so much. Hi, Noah. I love you. I love you. I'm gonna text you in a bit. Let me see what else. My friends probably coming in here like this crazy ass heifer. All right. Okay. MJ, this is a great point. I'm glad Jessa went to Uba to talk to her about it, because had she not, this wouldn't have gone too good for Uba. I agree with you, MJ. And in that moment, I was like, okay, Jessel, you a real ass bitch for that. You're a real ass bitch. Okay? Because it felt like everybody was willing to just go to sleep and go to bed with that on their hearts. Like, oh, BRYNN told Uba that she was R-worded and she still called her a hoe. She deserved to be called a hoe, whether or not Uba knew. Because that's how she acts. Motherfucker. Eric Fuller needs to be fired right along with BRYNN. He's the reason why Potomac was bad for the past few seasons. I didn't like that hug they shared on camera. Wait a minute. Is he producing on this show? That explains a lot. Oh, okay, if this is an Eric Fuller production, then this explains a lot, because it didn't sit right with me that production was like sitting there all chill with BRYNN the morning after the whole fallout. It just seemed a lot more serious to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Can I also say something? I personally experienced a white woman at work weaponizing her tears, lying, and carrying on. When I used to work at Nordstrom back in the day, I was at the register, honey, and I was coming in from my break, and there was this, oh, I can't say that word because I'll get I'll get demonetized. There was this C word named Ludmila, who people from the floor, they would come and relieve us when we were on break, like come and take over the register for a little bit. So I came back from my break and I was like, hey, Ludmila, I'm back. I just like mad regular. I was like, hey, girl, I'm back. And she turned around and started barking on me, y'all. She went fucking bad on me. And I said, Ludmila, is there an issue with us? Like, what happened? Like, why are you talking to me like this? Right? In front of customers, in front of the whole, like the register staff. Everybody heard it, right? And I was like, Ludmila, what's the issue for real? I just came here to say one thing. I just came here to tell you that I'm done with my break. Like, why are you yelling at me? Like, I just asked her a few questions and I was firm. I didn't even yell back. I said, Ludmila, what is the issue? Do y'all know that she went to her manager, who is like, because like there's like a service experience manager and there's one, actually there was like two managers for women's department, but she went to one of the women's department managers and told her some shit about me. And I said, Stephanie, do not talk to me about Ludmila because you wasn't even there. The fact that you came to me and asked me, you know, whatever, sticking up for Ludmila. I can't even remember what she said, but the tone that she came to me with was, you know, you said something to Ludmila, and I was like, fuck her. That's what I said to the manager. And whoever got an issue with it, we could talk to Frank, and we could talk to whoever else. We could talk to Ileana. Ileana was my manager, and we could all have a conversation about it. But don't press me about Ludmila. That bitch went bad at the fucking register. You didn't even ask me what the fuck happened. So fuck you. So I have my own experience with somebody putting 20 on 10 when they were in 100% in the wrong. All of a sudden she was the victim when I was like, girl, what's the problem? We were cool before that too. I used to talk to her, like we used to talk in the not the locker room, like the little, there's like the break room, and then there's like a room where you put your shit, you put your coats and things like that, and you have to like sign out or whatever. And if you bought things from the store, you have to sign it in and out, and you have to let security check it, and you have to put the receipt. It's like a whole process or whatever. Let me check these comments, child. I just be rambling, honey. Ugh. Hot Commodity said that they are rage baiting us with these shows at this point. The colorism is triggering, especially coming from people who use their black percentage to protect them. Ugh, child. Ariel, Sonia, and the Countess got some things. Two things can be true. Oh my God, he's the Roni producer. He's going to hell. He's going to hell. He's going to the bad place. Eric Fuller is a bad person. He's a bad person. And I was going to say something just now, but I'm just going to leave it right there. He's an awful person. He's just bad. Okay. The only media. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate you, babe. Thank you. Yes, this is a truly production. And once again, we have a essay story with colorism themes. This is my thing. This is my thing. Like, how does it always come back to that? How does it always circle back to that? I'm tired. I'm tired. You worked at Nordstrom too. Let me tell you something. The stories I could tell y'all. Maybe why the store manager at Nordstrom. I don't know if he's still the store manager now, but when I was working there, I used to come in with different styles or whatever. Sometimes I would come in with a drawstring ponytail, honey. But one time I came in, back then my hair was natural and my hair was like in a short, it was like in a cropped fro. I wonder if I have the picture. Actually, I took a selfie that day, so I'm wondering if I have it somewhere in my phone. But anyway, my hair was like it was like in a shorter cropped fro. And do y'all know that the store manager pulled me into his office with security was there too. And he was a witness. I wanted to like escalate it further, but it stopped at some point with one of the managers. But anyway, he pulled me into his office to tell me that he didn't love my hair that day. And I just stood there and I stared at him for a little bit. And I could tell that by the way that I was looking at him that he was becoming increasingly uncomfortable. And I said to him, I was like, well, Frank, what do you want me to do with that information? You know, I didn't come here to impress you. You know, I've always been like a very straightforward, straight shooter type of person in the workspace. I don't play around at work. I don't endure fuckery at work. I will go to HR in your ass. I don't play around. Fuck around and be besties, you know, with management, with the HR office. I don't play at work. So why are you talking to me about my hair? I don't love your hair. I didn't ask you that. And then he said it in front of the security guard, a white man. And this white man is visibly uncomfortable in his body as he is hearing what is being said to me. He knew that it was out of order. So yeah, I escalated it. And then I had a conversation with his manager. And then it was a conversation where it was like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. I'm so sorry. I wish I escalated it more. I wish I had the mind to do it. But yeah, I wasn't fucking around with them. Fuck you. What the fuck are you making comments on my hair for? Now, if I had been any other kind of person, maybe I would have cried. Maybe I would have shrunk. You know, maybe I would have developed a complex. I've always loved my hair. My mom didn't play that shit. My mom didn't talk about colorism growing up. She didn't talk about texturism. That language really wasn't on texturism specifically. That wasn't on our radar. I knew about colorism and being color struck. I knew about that. But with hair specifically, my mom was like very much, we don't say the word nappy. We don't say the word kinky. Like it had a negative connotation. She didn't allow the word nappy in her household. She always told us our hair was beautiful. You know, it's coarse, it's thick. She was very intentional about the language she used. So I never felt any type of worry about my hair. Let me try to find a picture for y'all to show y'all what it looked like. I hope I have it here. But it was just wild for him to say that. It was like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I let me see. It's probably a little bit too far back in my archives. I don't know if Instagram will load it, because Instagram be acting a little bit janky sometimes. And then, you know, Instagram, she likes to go and, you know, delete your things out the archive sometimes, honey. So anyway, y'all, let me get down in these comments. We have stuff to do. We have things we want to do on a Sunday. Am I right? My notification's not working. Glad I called. Oh, I'm sorry, Monique. I ain't got my glasses on, so I'm all squinting. Yeah, anyway, I appreciate y'all for being in here with me. I see y'all are sharing some stories of your own. Yes. Yes, exactly. Hot, coarse, coily, thick, natural. Those were acceptable words. Coily, thick, coarse. Yes. For her, it was like nappy, kinky. It's like, y'all are trying it with those words. My mom didn't play that shit. So anyway, I'm gonna go through my notes. I'm gonna pass through my notes really quickly to see if I'm leaving anything out. Um, I really want to show y'all this picture real bad. This was back in, I want to say it was like 2017-ish. 2017-ish, yeah. Anyway, whatever. What else is going on? What else are we watching on TV right now? It's raining. I brought my butt back in the house. Were you about to go run errands? I was running some errands earlier today. Are me and Brooke live at the same time? Shout out to Brooke Ashley. Oh, yes. Okay. You know what? Yes, I am watching Young, Rich, and African. I love that show. I love that show. That is my shit. I actually have 2 episodes left to watch. I was at the bar looking cute. Okay, period. You got to do the recaps. All right, I might I don't know if I'll do like full recaps of Young, Rich, and African. I'll just like maybe jump on and talk about my overall thoughts. But I think the show is a key. The show is a key. It's so much going on. It's so many conversations, y'all. Like, I don't want to make this, a conversation about Young, Rich, and African. I never watched that show, just reviews on here. Well, there are 3 seasons in. It's so good. I'll talk about it a little bit briefly, just a little brief thoughts. What should I, the first thing I noticed, I just want to touch on this really quick. Did y'all notice that Andile is no longer on the show? Nobody mentioned Andile coming into season 3. Now, he was dirty macking crazy with his friend's baby mother, ex-wife, or what? Well, I don't think Zari and Diamond were married, but it's like, you are dirty macking in the open on camera with this girl. I am not shocked. I'm not shocked that he's gone. Annie's ass is crazy, and Annie is on something. You could just do 3 episodes at a time, just do the highlights. Okay. You know what? I'll go back and I'll do a spin through. I do notice the fashions they be stepping out. Oh, absolutely. The girls be dressed to the nines, honey. The girls be dressed. The only one thing that humbles them though is sometimes the wigs. The wigs be ready for takeoff. Annie had on this wig that was pulled up into a ponytail, and the back was like, it was up in a ponytail, but it was like hanging off the back of her head. Like the lace wasn't tacked down around her head. And I'm like, these wigs be getting y'all. These wigs be beating y'all asses sometimes. But the girls be dressing. They be dressing. Do you understand me? What's going on? Andile got kicked off the show. I was so interested to see his, the update to the baby mama drama, and him going back and forth between the 2 baby mamas who look identical. They look like they could be sisters. 2 very gorgeous women. Platinum diamonds, platinum, whatever. He's a damn mess. He is a mess. But he is so entertaining to me. Like, I'm like, how does this guy get away with the stuff that he gets away with? What made you scream? What happened? They got oh, the wigs. They got too much money for the wigs to be looking like that's okay. I'm not the only one who sees it. I'm not the only one who sees it. Oh, JG, it's good TV. It's young, famous, and African is a key. So anyway, we have a new player. And we have a new gentleman, Shakib, who is Zari's young new husband. They barely know each other. They just got married, which red flag. How are you married to this man? He didn't even meet your baby daddy. He's going to be around your kids. I don't understand that. Okay, but I like Shakib. I like him. I'm digging him. He is very straightforward. He's a straight shooter. If he sees some shit he don't like, he gonna tell you. He's not gonna play the radio. He's very direct. I don't know how old he is, but to be so young, as they say, and to be very forthright and very forthcoming with his, I respect it. I respect that dude. I do. I like the way Shakib moves. Lewis is a little bit of a herb, you know what I'm saying? You know, he gets bossed around a lot. I don't like the way Swanky did him at the table, you know, whenever he was, you know, he's trying to find this surrogate, and I do believe he's going about it in a strange way. You're pulling Eni into it, you know, this Nigerian, I think she's Nigerian, this actress, she has a sore spot, she has a trigger around it. I don't like the way she yelled at him at the table in front of everybody. She kind of went off. It felt like, it feels as though they talk to Lewis in that way because they feel as though they can. Somebody just followed me on Instagram. I don't know if it's somebody in the chat, but follow me on Instagram, y'all, at Bonnie Scotch. Follow me on Insta. Oh, is he 31? Is he 31? Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking he's in his 20s. But 31? Yeah, yeah. And you know, I'm a woman of a particular age, you know, and I feel like 31 is a little bit on the younger side for me. I tend to, you know, date my age a little bit older. But if the 31-year-olds are coming like how Shakib are coming, absolutely. Absolutely. I would date him. I would date him. He is fine. He does. He looks good. I wish he had some facial hair. He needs some facial hair for me, but he's gorgeous. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. And he don't play that shit. He is much younger than her. How old is Zari? Zari looks good, y'all. Zari looks good. But yeah, how old is Zari? Anyway, you got crazy ass Fantana, who, girl, she's just so delusional about that man. The new girl, Kafiwe, I don't know how to say her name. Excuse me if I mispronounced it. Something about her having a staged marriage. I feel like Zari went at her a little bit hard. She does need a little bit of a backbone, you know, in this group. What else is going on? Nadia, I fuck with the long way. Nadia's my girl. She got Annie the fuck together. Exactly the way she needed to be gotten together. Okay. Annie likes to start a bunch of shit, and then she'll turn around and she's like, she does this fidgety act. She likes to cry. She likes to, you know, I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry. And I didn't mean to say that. And she does all of this shit. Nadia sees through it. Nadia cussed her ass out and everybody else. And I said, yes, ma'am. What about the girl with all that gums? That is Fantana. That is Fantana, and she is ridiculous, okay? She does not want to believe that platinum diamonds or what we'll just call him Diamond, that Diamond could be playing her. She wants to believe that this artist that I'm sure he's sleeping with, he's not sleeping. Oh, that's just my artist. She believes any lie that he will tell. She is Insane. And it's like, Fantana, girl. I don't like stupid people. I don't like when people act stupid. That's the thing for me. If Zari is 44, 45, she looks damn good, y'all. She looks great. She looks great. But I'm just wondering why Diamond called Kafiwe an old woman if his baby mother is 44, 45, and Kafiwe is only like 31 or 32. That doesn't make sense to me. But I still have 2 episodes to catch up on. Look, y'all, it's been an hour. It's been an hour, honey. I'm going to go through these young notes, see if I have anything left. Let me see what's going on in the notes, honey. I've been all over the place. I've been all over the place. Y'all know how I get when I come down in these lives. Oh, another point that I wanted to make about BRYNN and the sexual harassment at the workplace. And the thing about BRYNN is, like, I know that technically it's not with Jenna, but if Jenna wanted to, she could. She could claim sexual harassment. But I just wanted people to also know that, like, sexual harassment is not like the person directly sexually harassing you. It's not just that is considered sexual harassment. It is bearing witness to somebody else having to endure it. So say Jessel, for example, is now uncomfortable watching BRYNN sexually harassing Jenna in the workplace. She could go to HR. Do y'all get what I'm saying? BRYNN is a huge liability. She is. Okay? Let me just make sure the notes are all set. I don't want to come out of here and I left notes on the table. I already said that. Oh, Raquel. I have a read for Raquel really quick before I go. And not just Raquel. This is something that I actually saw in the comments, and it reminded me of something Raquel said. So I saw in the comments that somebody was saying that a lot of women of color experience, the behavior that BRYNN is exhibiting. And I want to say this. If you are Black and you're referring to yourself as a woman of color, I need you to tighten the fuck up out here. Lock in. Tighten up. You're Black. You're not a person of color. People of color are treated different from Black people. Let's be very clear on that. POC and Black are 2 totally different things. Okay? Because when Asian bitches and Indian bitches and whoever, they want to align themselves with whiteness, okay, then we're just them niggers over there. So I need y'all to tighten up. Lock in. Lock the fuck in. You're Black. You cannot speak on behalf of what other people of color experience. The Black experience is a unique experience. It's not the experience of a person of color. Why you all want to distance yourself from your Blackness? Because that's how I view that. That's how I interpret that. Why you all want to distance yourself from your Blackness is, it's really not that shocking to me. But you all continue to find ways to do it. Tighten the fuck up, lock in. You're not a person of color. Latinas and Asians and Raquel, how the fuck you get to be a person of color, bitch? With cornrows in your fucking head every time I turn around. That's not a person of color thing. It's a black thing. It's black. Black people. Diaspora. Niggas. Africa. The Caribbean. Be fucking serious, Raquel. This is why I can't fuck with Raquel either. And I don't like her. And just because you're bisexual, excuse me, whatever, gay or whatever, who gives a fuck? You're boring, girl. And I see your coded language for what the fuck it is. Because what it gives me is that you have gotten into these spaces and you forgot who the fuck you are. And you like to tap in whenever you want to tap in. So you put some cornrows in your head every once in a while. And then you want to throw a ballroom party, talk about, oh, this was created by, what did she say? People of color. Shut the fuck up. Say what it is. Black and Latinos. Black people, Latina people. Not people of color. Not some all-encompassing shit. Niggas and Spanish people. The fuck? Exactly. Fire Eric Fuller, please. They want the black excellence, but they don't want the hustle. So shameful. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. Like a legit black person was in the comments talking about, oh, people of color experience it. You don't know what their experience is, bitch. How the fuck you speaking on behalf of Asians and, you know, Indians and whoever else? Speak on your own unique experience as a black woman. That's what the fuck you know. You're not a person of color, bitch. You're a black bitch. You're an N-word. See me? I'm a proud nigga. I'm proud of that. I don't have no issues with it. The world at large has an issue with it. I don't. I love being a nigga. I ain't got no problem with it. That's my reality. I wouldn't change it if I could. If I had to be born back here 1,000 times, I would choose a black woman every fucking time. She's Puerto Rican. They have an odd idea of whether they are POC or black. They really trying to erase their blackness on a larger scale on that island. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I know colonialism has done a number on our people, but girl, all this POC shit, and then every time I turn around, you got cornrows, you got braids in your hair. It's clearly a black aesthetic that has elevated you. It's a black aesthetic. So stop. Stop. Brown people are out here oppressing black people. And they be darker than us a lot of the times. And want to call us some niggers. I know this is probably going to get demonetized. It is what it is, child. It is what it is, honey. Anyway, let me make sure. Yeah. I think that's all I got, y'all. Hey, Babe Carter. Thank you, babe. But then in one episode, she referred to herself as a black model. Did she? Did she? Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't heard that one. Okay, because everything else I heard was, you know, people of color, people of color. Okay. Even Jenna Lyons referred to her as a black woman. So that's why I was like, how are you calling yourself a person of color? And then Jenna Lyons says that you're black. Girl, something's off here. Something's off. Something's off. Anyway, y'all, it's been an hour. Look, I said that's all I got. I'm about to go make me a wig. I'm about to go make me some tea. Find something to eat. Potomac, them draining hose come on in a couple of hours. Like, I'm just, girl, shout out to, yo, it's 56 of y'all in the room with me right now. That is incredible. If they do demonetize the video, I send you a little change for that. Baby, the way I love you, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you, Hot Commodity. Thank you for holding me down. I had some things that I had to get up off my chest. Yes, Monique. And it's why I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I know that y'all rock with me. I know that y'all do. Like, I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Jessie Blue, welcome, babe. I thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, we talked about some things. I got a little loud a few times, but listen, y'all. I really appreciate y'all for being here with me. I love y'all. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna go make a wig. I'm gonna, go decompress, do something to free my mind of this burden, this awful experience that I've been having with reality TV lately, and just feeling like, how much more can I take as a black woman? I mean, what else? I mean, excuse me, how much more? It's like I'm the consumer and I keep being fed all of this hate, all of these subliminal messages that people hate us, people can't stand us. You know? Uba has not done anything to BRYNN. Uba has not done anything to BRYNN, y'all. Sai, who was actually acting aggressive last year on New York, was never called aggressive or an angry black woman by BRYNN. But I remember BRYNN at the reunion telling Uba, oh, I have black and Irish in my family. You don't want it with me. Bitch, a black and Irish asshole beat like any other asshole. Who the fuck are you talking to? And what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Thank you so much for being here with me, y'all. Enjoy the day. Be safe. Yeah, y'all. Please, everybody, like, do something to, after y'all come down from these shows and we have these discussions and whatever else, like, please do something for, positive for your mind, your heart, your spirit. Get into your body. Like, do something to decompress and get your nervous system back on track. I am not going to let these women dysregulate me. Again, I had so much anxiety going back to watch through Real Housewives of New York to get more context. I had so much anxiety. I couldn't even finish watching this finale to take notes and talk about it. I couldn't even do it, y'all. I was feeling tight in my chest. So please, y'all, take care of yourselves. Do something nice for yourself. Treat yourself. Okay? Please. Buy the thing. Buy it. Splurge. Okay? Please. Be kind to yourself. Exceptionally so. Okay? I do the spiritual baths once a week and it helps. I haven't done a baño for myself in a while. I have my I have a soap that I use. Well, I have a couple of soaps that I use. I have this Evil Eye soap that I use that I got from Maisha. Her shop is Cognac and Conjure. Um I get a lot of my spiritual products from her, but I do need to do a bath, like a cleansing bath, just to get some of that muck off of me. So what I like to do is like I might do just like if I don't have anything else, I'll do like salt water. Sometimes you can use like bitter ingredients or whatever. But yeah, I'll just do like a little bit of sea salt water. Maybe like, what else do I use sometimes? What is the name of that? It's a bitter herb. Oh my God. What is the name of it? I can't think of it. I like a good rosemary bath for a good cleansing. Excuse me, cleansing. But anytime you do like a cleansing bath, anything that's stripping like that, you want to follow it up with some sweetness. So yeah, like add some sweet perfumes back in, do something with some roses, some jasmine, like sweet things basically. So yeah, I'll have to do like a cleansing bath because I'm so emotionally and like energetically drained from all of these reality TV happenings and all of the colorism, all of the fuckery. It's just too much. Ayana, what's up, babe? Thank you so much. Ayana says Brynn is a Phaedra Ashley. Brynn is a Phaedra Ashley Darby mix. Absolutely. Because this was just a vicious lie. And I don't know if Brynn is going to experience consequences in the same way that Phaedra did. Can you tag it in Blue Sky? Wait, what am I tagging, babe? Wait, what did I miss? Let me go back real quick. Laurencia Lamptey, hi from Ghana. Love your content. Been watching your Potomac review and how you read them girls. Hashtag Miss Candace. Oh, thank you so much, babe. I really appreciate you for joining me. Shout out to Ghana. Shout out to Ghana. I can't believe that I have international viewers. That blows my mind sometimes. When y'all are like checking in from Ghana, from Liberia, from South Africa, I'd be gagged, honey. Thank you so much, Laurencia. All right, what else? What else? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'll type it in the chat right now. I'll type it in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll find Maisha's page. I have been a customer of Maisha for many years. So if you speak to her, whatever, no. Listen, don't go over there being weird, y'all. This is African traditional religion stuff. This is that kind of stuff. So if you're not into that, don't go over there being weird, talking about, oh, Bonnie Scott sent you. Okay? Because I like Maisha, and you know, we have we're in good standing, okay? So Cognac X Conjure. All right, let me type it in the chat really quick so you guys can shop Maisha's things. I love her products. I've used just about everything that she has on her site. Cognac and Conjure. There's an X in there. .com/shop. Yeah. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Let me pin it really quick. So she has this Evil Eye soap that I use. I use it every day. Every day, no skips. She has this Love Uncrossing soap. It's basically a soap where, like, if you have like negative like occurrences that happen to you in relationships, you can kind of uncross it. So like You can strip and uncross somebody with a bath. Like you can use black walnuts in a bath, but black walnut can be very, very stripping. And sometimes people have like a nut allergy. So she has this love uncrossing soap that, you know, it's stripping, but it's not as harsh as black walnut. And I use that as well. So yeah, shout out to Maisha. Shop her stuff. Who else do I shop? I really bang with Maisha because she's fast. She gets them orders out. She gets her orders out. So that's, you know, that's been my tried and true as I watch. Wait, something was said here. Oh, thank you. We here for the fashions and the content and the crochet. Don't forget about the hair. Thank you, babes. Oh, wow. Y'all are so sweet. Because I'd watch lifestyle creator content. Wow, lifestyle content. Okay. So here are my thoughts on that, because I did a poll in the community tab asking you guys what you all want to see in terms of like tutorial content. And you all voted on crochet and hair and makeup the most, from what I remember, and then nails, and then everything else. So it was in my plan to like start weaving in that kind of content like every week. But y'all, I'd be so tired, so beat, drained, exhausted that I decided that, you know, once these Bravo shows go off the air, then I'll be able to focus more on tutorials and maybe even like a little bit of vlogging or whatever like that. Because I do want to bring you all hair things, makeup. I make jewelry. I make hair accessories. I crochet. I make a lot of my clothes. So yeah, that is a lot of content that I want to bring you guys. I just be so beat right now. I don't think realistically I have the capacity for all of that right now. So once we phase out of the Bravo content come, you know, spring, when things die down, I'm, you know, excited to work on that content for you all and start to roll that in. So I really love y'all, and I appreciate your support and just y'all's patience and the way y'all rock with me and see the things that I bring, and y'all see me for who I am, I feel like, and the way that I want to show up. So I'm really grateful for that. So thank you. Does she have a soap that can get these Geminis off of me, child? You gotta pray. You gotta pray these niggas up off you, honey. Hot Kamani, I appreciate you, babe. Thank you. And thank you, Jessie Blue. You voted crochet. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let's see, what time is it? It's 6 o'clock. I love y'all. Elren, I see you, babe. Thank you so much for joining. I see some of y'all, you know, you didn't get the notification. I don't know what is up with that. I'm so sorry. It has helped watching Black women reviewers break down this episode and season to discuss the microaggressions and dog signals and how to process those reactions to recapture comments. I like that. Yeah. You know, I think as Black women, it's so important for us to be intentional about where we divert our attention, because we are the culture, right? What we talk about, what we discuss, and the things that we're interested in, those things tend to go viral. You know, I think we need to start really understanding our power in these situations and just be more intentional about like, okay, maybe I won't give this my energy. Maybe I won't watch this. Maybe I won't, you know, feed into this particular circus. Like for me, I'm not watching WAGs. That is not a circus I want to participate in. It's the same thing. It's the same formula. More colorism. No, thank you. I have other things that I want to do. I have other things that I want to focus on. You know what I mean? There's so much going on in the outside world. You know, We come to watch reality TV for entertainment. This is not entertainment when it becomes a snapshot, excuse me, of the world that we're living in. I was so excited for Traders, and I was honestly gonna try to squeeze in a review on Fridays. So glad I'm not reviewing Traders. More racism, more of a snapshot of what is going on the outside world. I come to these shows to get away from that. I want escapism for real. I do, and I think that we all do to some degree. But we keep running into the same issues where we are looking for entertainment, and I'm not entertained. I'm not amused. I'm not amused. You voted crochet? Okay, noted. With crochet in particular, um, I'm gonna start from the very, very basics, the very beginning. Try my best to do like a comprehensive beginner, just in case anybody wants to like officially learn. And then I think we can go from there, you know? Raina, do not be sorry, babes. Do not be sorry. I appreciate you so much for coming anyway. Black people are too accepting. That's one of the problems that we face. I agree. I agree. Yes, to have put Real Housewives seasons on pause when they're disturbing my center. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know, there just needs to be a space where we can just feel like, I don't know, like loved and appreciated and supported, you know? We're the main viewers and the main watchers of a lot of these shows, or not the main viewers of the main watchers, maybe not, but I would say um, we contribute a lot to the conversation when it comes to these shows. I don't think that that's a stretch. I think we contribute so much, right? Same with the beauty industry. You know, they're putting all of these harmful products in, you know, harmful chemicals and products that are being sold to Black women when we are buying the most beauty things because it's marketed to us the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have made it a $1 trillion industry, but on the other hand, it's like we have been told for centuries and centuries that we are ugly. We have always been sold a problem, or rather sold a solution to a problem that we really don't have. So we really need to start thinking about these things. Like, is this where my attention needs to go? Something to think about, y'all. But I love y'all. I do. I do love y'all. Thank you for the 61 of you who joined me tonight. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got, y'all. I'm tired. Even now I still feel a little bit of tightness in my chest. So go decompress. You know, go regulate your nervous system. You know, kiss your puppies, kiss your kittens, your babies, hug your mom, call your mother, you know, call an elder, call your best friend, call somebody you love, talk to somebody you love. Um, More now than ever, we're going to need to lean on community. We're going to need to really tap in with the people that we love. I just think with the direction that this country is going and all of the things that, you know, we're taking in, it's just like, girl, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't. I want to be kikiing with my bestie. I want to be watching TV with my mom. I want to be making a wig. Hot, I'm so sorry, babe. I know. I know it's rough for you, babe. I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much love, Hot. I know. But please tap in with somebody that you love right now, because it's just too much going on in the world, y'all. It's too much. Okay, so tune out if you can. Tune out and just maybe even go out in nature, child. I don't know, something, because this shit is getting too much for me. But again, I love y'all. I know they don't love us, but I love us. And yeah, I want y'all to have a great rest of your Sunday. Oh, we got Potomac coming up. I gotta give y'all a tea. I gotta give y'all the tea about the Kempire show in tomorrow's review. All right. But I love y'all. Have a good night. Good night, Jameer. Good night, Nana. Vay, Hot Commodity, Teresa, everybody. Thank you. Oh, Jesse Blue, thank you so much for joining. Peace.